What is going on, my friends and family, and what is going on up here? All right, if you guys have been following the channel for a long time, you know that this is a big change because I used to have extremely long hair, and that really ties into what I want to talk about today, how acne has literally changed my life forever. And not just the hair thing, but in so many ways. And honestly, if I could go back and take my acne away, I would never do it, because the things that I've been able to gain from acne have been the biggest blessing in my life. So I'm going to explain to you why that is and how you can change your perspective to be the same way, where you're actually grateful for your acne. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to show you guys. You're going to love it. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the hair. It used to be well past my shoulders, super long. I've actually been growing my hair for, it was like 4 or 5 years long. And really, I just kind of wanted to change things up, have a little, I call it like a chapter break in my life, and I started growing it out. Now, after about 6 months or so, somebody mentioned to me that if I grew my hair long enough, I could actually donate it to a company like Locks of Love, and basically kids and people who have had diseases or cancer or anything that makes it so that they lose the hair, these companies make these wigs, give them to them for free, and then those kids or those people have hair again, and it can get them, you know, their confidence back and stuff. Now, if you want to see the whole little mini documentary I made about it, I put it on my other channel, my main one, which is Brian Turner, and you can see the whole thing. But for me, this just struck me deep in the heart. Like, because I've had acne, I'm able to identify pain and suffering in other people and actually recognize it. Now, obviously, I don't know what it's like to lose my hair. I also don't know what it's like to be obese. I don't know what it's like to have a deformity. You know, all these different things that people have to struggle through. But because I've had acne, I recognize that it's something that's different than the average person has to deal with, and you have to live with it, and you have to live with, you know, a lot of times, like, people in public making fun of you, or, you know, you have to weather the criticism and just like the opinions of other people constantly, because this is your life, right? If I'd never had acne, I don't think I would have been able to understand it. Maybe I would have cared, but I wouldn't have been able to be quite as empathetic as I've become. So that is one thing that has made me so grateful. Yeah, I don't know, like, who knows what I would have been, but I honestly think the path that I was going down before I had started to have acne come up, I probably would have been somebody who I would now say is a little shallow, maybe. Like, I'd probably say, like, maybe that person is a little bit of a douche, you know? Just being honest, you know, because I didn't have anything when I was really young where I had gotten knocked down or had to, like, learn more about myself or become a stronger person. I was just cruising through life, and I was just making jokes all the time and stuff. Then acne hit me, and then I went from, like, being like, woo, this is super fun and stuff, whatever, to being like, wow, this is crazy. Like, people are literally judging me for something that they don't even know anything about me yet. They've never talked to me. They've never even, like, gotten to know me, and yet they have these judgments pass on me, and it's literally just because something on my face. You know what I mean? And so, through that whole journey, like I said, I've been able to grow as a person so much. And yeah, my acne started at 15. I'm now 27? I don't know. I'm like 27 or 8 or something like that. And so over a decade, I've slowly changed who I am as a person. And just that first year, that second year, that third year of having acne really opened the door to me realizing that there are a lot of things that people struggle with, and none of them are more or less significant than others. You know what I mean? When it's your problem, it's your entire world. And I know you can relate with me on this. When you have acne, sometimes people will say, oh, it's not even that bad. Or like, oh, I know somebody who has acne that's worse than yours. But in your mind, you're like, yeah, that's nice, whatever. But I still have this acne, and to me, it takes a huge, toll on my self-esteem. I wake up in the morning, I go immediately to my mirror, I look at my face, 1 inch from the mirror, and to me, it feels like the worst thing in the world. And yeah, don't ever let anyone invalidate that or tell you that, it could be worse, and so what you're worrying about isn't that bad. That is like the least helpful and the most annoying thing that people will say to you constantly. But, little rant there, but because I've had this acne, I've been able to, be more empathetic and recognize other people's struggles. And it's made me connect with their struggles in a way that I never would have before, where I actually want to help other people. Obviously, my number one passion is helping people with acne, because that's something that I personally struggled through. And so it's something that I so deeply connect with other people with. But like I'm saying, when it comes to other people's struggles, even if I don't fully understand it, I understand that for them, it takes a huge toll on them. And so I have this like huge desire to help anybody with any struggle in any way that I can, especially if it's something as simple as me growing my hair and just not getting haircuts. And you know, at a certain point, my hair got so long, it got a little mangy. You know what I mean? Like, there was a point where I was like, it looks pretty cool. And then there was a point where I was like, ugh, it's getting really long. But I knew that the donation requirements were 12 inches, and I wanted to get my hair to longer than that because I think 16 inches is the usual length that girls like their hair. So I wanted to hit at least 16 inches. It was pretty cool. We cut it, and it was 18 inches. I was so pumped about this because I didn't realize it was that long. And then I sent it in, and like about 4 or 5 days ago, they sent me back a letter saying, we got your donation. Here's a certificate, you know, basically like saying that you donated and whatnot. And it was like 1.5 pounds of hair because my hair is so thick. So all that to say, like, in that little experience of cutting my hair off and sending it over and stuff, I just realized, like, this is so cool. These large ponytails that are coming off my head that I grew for 5 years are now going to make some little girl or maybe some little boy feel so good about themselves, give them that little piece of normality back to their life as they're going through this struggle. And even though it's pretty small, it's not like I've taken away what they're dealing with, but it's a small little thing that has, you know, made their week, their month, their year a little better, and it's brought them a little bit of relief. And that is why I wanted to do it. And it's just, I don't know, it just felt really cool. And I'll probably do it again, honestly. I'll probably keep my hair short. What do you guys think? Do you like the short hair? I'll probably keep the hair short for probably a year or two, and I'll probably start growing it out again and do it again because I just think it was such a small thing that I could do that impacts somebody so heavily. And that is completely to do with what I've dealt with in my life, what I've struggled with in my life, and how it's now transformed me into a different person who heavily cares about helping other people. So that's how I look at my acne. And that's how you should start looking at your acne too. It is hard, it is a struggle, it is tough, but it makes you a better person by forcing you to grow, and that can make you change other people's lives. So look at it as a tool, as a precursor to you becoming a better person. Don't think about it as, you know, it's making your life worse. You know, you could have had such a better life if you didn't have it. Everything happens for a reason, and the words that you use to frame your mindset in your life absolutely change the way that you feel about everything that goes into your life. So there we go, rant over. I wanted to get that out to you guys, and also just let you know, short hair Brian coming through. You're gonna see short hair a lot in these next couple videos. So if people are asking like, what happened to his hair? And you saw this video, now you can tell them he donated it. Don't worry, he's still Brian. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this resonated with you. I hope you feel my perspective as well. Let me know what you think about your acne and how it's changed you as a person in the comments below. And subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Remember, you are not alone, you are beautiful, and you're a part of Team Acne.